sure. And if you ever got the chance to switch on me, you probably would. They hit it no more. Your true colors ain't pure. You wanna do what you want, go and do what you want. I'm a spark of this wood. I'm unbothered, I'm good.
Hey, Combo Queens, we are back. And I know we usually come on Tuesday nights, but this afternoon, for Black Business Month being August, I decided to have a little chit chat discussion with a few of my business babes that I enjoy watching. I love their products and their brand. So, this is Mila J. Body. She is our first guest up here, and I love her products. I'm just going to let her introduce herself and then we'll get started.
Hey, my name is Jamila. I'm the owner of Mila J Body. I make skincare products for those of us with scent and skin sensitivities. Our products are great for all ages, moms, babies, women. We actually have men asking about if our products, if they can use our products as well. We're a natural skincare brand here to help irritable skin.
Yes, so I love your business. I love your brand, and her products do work, you guys. The soap, the neem soap, the soothing balm. I feel like that need to be definitely trademarked, sold in stores. Like her soothing balm is so good. So if you have those skin issues, like she was talking about, eczema, dry skin, it's gonna knock it out. Like that soothing balm is the truth. It really does work. How long have you been in business?
Oh, we launched April of 2020. So a little over 2.5 years.
Okay. I'm just sharing this broadcast. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't mind me.
Okay, no problem.
I just want everybody to see it. So I'm sharing it to my page. All right. What's some of your business like wins and successes and things like that?
Business wins and successes. I guess mine will be just helping women gain their confidence, their glow. I genuinely like to help those that, are searching for a product or something that's going to help build their confidence. Because I was in the same boat myself with my skin, going from doctor to doctor, prescriptions, over the counter products that just weren't working for my skin, for my sensitive skin. And so when I am able to meet the goals of my customers, new and returning, I'm always just so happy. So that's always a big win for me anytime I hear feedback. So
How did you get into like making these natural products?
well, just I've always had sensitive skin. So from childhood, always had sensitive skin. I have migraine, so I'm very sensitive as well, where I can't use a lot of products on my skin or just be in contact with different scents and smells. So after using tons of products and just knowing and just really paying attention to them and how they affected my skin or my headaches, I just knew that I needed something more natural. So I did turn to the doctors first with prescriptions and their suggestions. And when I was dishing out so much money and with then being diagnosed with eczema on top of that, it was just an endless cycle of spending money on things that just was not working for my skin. So then I just started to tap into things that actually worked. And then I just started testing and researching combinations and products together as far as what it did to my skin, how did it feel on my skin. I'm really big into texture and irritation. Like I wanted something that was going to like alleviate the pain. I tell this story about with my eczema, like waking up in the middle of the night, scratching my skin. And my husband used to wake me up in the middle of the night telling me to stop scratching, stop scratching. And what I had before as far as suggestions and products didn't work. It just irritated my skin. And I'm like, this cannot be life. Cannot be life. So that's when I got really serious about helping myself, and then from there I began helping other people.
Okay. So you guys, this is her Mila's page. First of all, I love her Instagram page. She got the video game on lock. I really love her.
I'm losing connection just a tad bit, but
All right, so this is her video. This is her page. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Instagram page. Mila J Body. I will make all link below. Curl and bow.
Yeah, I'm losing connection just a bit. Okay.
Right. And let's see. I wanted to share the stop that here. And let me know if you can see me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can see and hear you.
Okay. And this is her website. I love your website. It's so nice and clean. This glow oil right here, you guys, it is amazing. Calendula and lavender. And the soothing balm, which
Yes, that's
is
our bestseller.
that's bestseller for a reason. Number one, this balm is like I bought some. So let me just show you guys in real time what the soothing balm is about. Because like I've been having skin issues and I don't know if it's like I don't it's you know how all of a sudden you just your skin change and I don't know if it's because I'm older now and so when as you grow and get older you have to change up your skincare routine, but now it's like I'm getting skin issues and irritants that I never had before. So I've
Yeah,
been buying all types of things. Like I need to find something that works, like you like going on a forever mission trying to find things.
yeah.
And so I was like, let me buy some soothing balm and stop playing for myself. So I bought some Amelia soothing balm. And I wanted to show y'all the texture of this soothing balm. She sent me all types of other goodies here, but thank you. I want to show y'all this soothing balm. But yeah, this is the soothing balm, you guys. Where's my camera? And it's
Amazing.
like a whippy, it's not like a body butter texture. I think that's why I like it. It's like as soon as you get it out, it's like melts and it's like a cool feel. I don't know how
Yeah,
you make it, but it's
yeah.
amazing. So I just want you guys to know about this
That was
product.
very that was very important to me, like as a consumer as well, you know. So
Yeah,
glad you noticed that.
I love it. I love this soothing balm, and it has it's scentless actually. So that's even better because, like you said, some people's scents irritate them, or it can be too strong of a scent. And I know everyone isn't for scented things, and I know if you have skin issues using fragrance or even essential oils, which I use a lot in my business, I know that can irritate their skin more. So I like that it's also scentless, unscented, and it just does what it's supposed to do, get to the point, which is clearing up your skin. All right, Mila. Well, it was nice talking to you. Do you have like
Uh,
any new customer discount codes or anything? Please plug yourself before I drop you down.
okay. New customer. Oh yes, Mila. So our friends and family discount code. It's Mila J10. That's MILAJAE10. And that's for 10% at checkout for all your purchases, new and returning customers.
Yeah, and I'll make sure I add that too after this video ends. I'll have all of that in the description information so that you all can check it out and use her discount. All right. Big Mama, Sasha. I love Sasha. Like, okay,
Hey,
listen, y'all.
boo. Hey,
I
boo.
want you to introduce yourself and your brand and your business while I'm getting everything pulled up here.
No problem. Hey, guys, my name is Sasha, aka Big Mama Naps, and I am the owner of Big Mama's Remedies. Big Mama's Remedies is a wellness brand that caters to your self care needs. We are a brand that provides natural herbal remedies that helps you to basically facilitate your self-care journey. We provide oils, scrubs, body butters, herbal teas, and all that good stuff.
Yes. So, how has your business journey been? Like, when did you start business and why did you start your business?
I've been making natural herbal products for myself for a while now. I started business officially in 2018. I started business because I went on vacation actually, and one of my friends was like, "Oh my god, girl, what is that you have in your bag?" That's when I was making my body butters as like little body butter bars, and I started making them because I have really dry like man hands, and lotion just wasn't cutting it for me. It wasn't cutting it for my hands. I felt like even though I put lotion on, my hands were always like dry, and it would be like really nice scents, but I would still be dry and ashy and flaky. So I went on vacation. My friend was like, "What's that?" And I just like gave it to her. So she was like, "Girl, why are you not selling this?" And I was like, I don't know. And that's basically what planted the seed for Big Mamas,
Mm-hmm.
all that good stuff. My business journey has been I think like anyone else's, kind of like a roller coaster. You know, you have those good times where it's like, yes, I'm on a high, I'm doing so great, and then it's like you have those low times as an entrepreneur when you're questioning yourself like, am I doing the right thing? Did I make the right decision? Was that the right thing to do at that time? So I feel like with the ebbs and flows, I'm kind of just going with the universe and just being myself and seeing where it leads me. But so far, so good.
So beforehand, we was talking before the show started, you guys. We was talking about like how at first you was operating, and I know many of us do this because I was doing it as well. You was operating it like it was a hobby. So when did you know it was time to switch from it just being a hobby to it being your business?
Um, to be honest, when you're making products and they're all handmade, I'm not outsourcing. It takes a lot of time. So
Mhm.
especially this year and like last year, I switched to another job, and I can't be my best self if I'm juggling both things, right? And I'm putting my all into both things. And I realize like I'm spending all of these hours doing these things, but I'm not really making a profit for this. Like the business is running itself, and that's great. That's wonderful. But where's all that time and energy going? Like I'm feeding others, but you know, I would also like to feed myself. I would also like to feed myself. And I think like as like a spiritual person or like just any person that does things from the heart, I think a lot of times we do things and we're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm the type of person where I like to make things and I do things from the heart and I do everything with intention. And I feel like this is a part of like my life's work, you know? So a lot of it is like I'm doing this and I like to make people happy. But at the end of the day, cash rules everything around me. So I gotta
Right.
like the
But
hours,
it's your business. Like you are in business to make money. Like yes,
money.
I
Yeah,
love helping people, and I felt that I love helping people. I love making things. I've been in business for like 5 years, but I still get giddy and happy and excited whenever a customer hops in my inbox or send me
yeah,
an email, tell me this worked, or I see a new review and it's a positive review. And it still gives me that joyful feeling like, oh my God, yes, I'm doing something right. But
yeah,
like you said, it is a business at the end of the day, and I have to run it like a business, and I'm in business to make money. Like this is my
right.
life. So I feel you on that.
Yeah, and I'm spending money to make this stuff. Like it's not cheap. And
It's
something that I
definitely
have to cut out too, shipping. Shipping is not free.
not. Mm-mm.
It's not free.
Wait. So what's the thing about what's the thing about your shipping?
So I was doing this whole like spend $50, you get free shipping, and now I use Pirate Ship, but before I was using Shopify, and Shopify is expensive. Their shipping, at least in my humble opinion, I feel like it's very costly. I don't see much of a discount. And I was giving all this stuff, and when I really looked at it, I'm like, but I have to actually pay USPS. This is not free. So this is great that you spent this money and you got these products, but at the end of the day, I still have to pay somebody. And I think I was also watching this other black business. I think it's Trap Teas or Soul Teas or something like that. I need to find her actual Instagram. And she made a video. She's like, the shipping is not free. And I was like, girl, a word.
Do you think that businesses, especially e-commerce brands, right? Do you think that we should be more honest and transparent about behind the scenes things that we deal with? Like she made that video, like shipping is not free to customers. Do you think we should do that more or keep that behind the scenes?
I definitely think that transparency, obviously, I don't want to know all your dirty laundry as the consumer, right? From a consumer's perspective, and even from the business person, I don't want to share all of my business and I don't want to know all of the business at the same time, right? But I think that that transparency is, especially as a small business owner and like trying to grow your community, your village, I want to see that. And I think people want to see that. And I love teas, right? And I followed other tea businesses as well, not just like to see my competitors, but also because I want to buy your tea. And I was like, girl, you're right. Let me pay for the shipping, you know, because I understand being the business owner. I know that I have to pay for this cost. I have to pay for that cost. So I think that is important that people see that. And not only from the business owner perspective, right? A lot of times I get asked for discounts, or friends will rather come to my house and pick things up instead of paying for it online. And I get it. Cool, cool, cool. But I don't think that people know the ins and outs of it or see that back story, because the big businesses aren't telling them. They don't need to, because they already have consumers. They don't need to create a
They
story.
have warehouses and manufacturers.
Right. But they also don't have to work as hard as small businesses do to get their consumers. And a lot of times, small businesses, we're supported by our friends and our family, and they don't necessarily see all of the things, right? They just know that when they go to the store, they get something and it's shipped to them, whatever, right? They don't know everything that's going behind it and how much that actually does cost. So I think that we should share and we should be more transparent. And I think sometimes we fall into the trap of trying to compete, right? Like, oh, get 40% off or 50% off, or like get the free shipping. But can our businesses actually,
Can you handle that?
right? Right. Can you actually handle that?
Okay, so you talking about teas that we all can have a discussion on right now, but I want you to tell everyone while I'm pulling up your page, what is your number one best-selling product that you have?
Ooh, my number one best-selling product. I have two. I have my Love Potion number 9 is a customer favorite, and my turmeric soap bar is a customer favorite. Oh, but maybe 3, because the Goddess Glow Oil is kind of inching up there. The girls love the Goddess Glow Oil. I don't know. It might be beating the turmeric soap bar out. So yeah, let's get into those two. The Love Potion number 9 and my herbal oil. And I'm so sorry. I have a Pomeranian doggy that's trying to break into where I'm recording this right now.
Oh my God. So it's so ironic. I did buy your stuff too, but it's only because I need some butter. I needed some body butter. I was like, let me go to Big Mama's because, she the plug. And I don't know what scent I got. I think I got like vanilla or mango, or is that a scent? Or am I lying?
What's the name of the one you got?
Royally the Bomb.
That one is vanilla lavender.
Yeah, because I love vanilla. So yes, I got Royally the Bomb. She makes some incredible body butters.
Thank you.
This is her page, and I love your page too. Her page is so beautiful and curated and put together.
Thank you.
And you guys can follow her at Big Mama's Remedies over on Instagram. And I'm also going to make sure all of their plugs are in the description in this video. But yeah, this girl, like her scents be the bomb. Like your scent combinations. I
Thank
love good
you.
scent combinations. And I love her body butter. I think everyone, my family, my daughter love your body butter. My mom love your body butter.
I love your mom.
She love your body butter. Like you be tearing this body butter up.
I
My
love your
boyfriend still
mom. I
got the
should
beard
have
balm. I buy the beard balm for him every like Christmas. And it lasts. I don't know. He just might use like a dime size and scoop, but it's
You
like a
don't need
half.
a lot.
It's like a third left in the thing.
You really do not need a lot with the beard balm because it's so smooth. You just need just a little bit, and it goes a long way. I'm contemplating turning that formula into an oil. So ask
You
him what he
should. It's
thinks.
really good. I love the smell. Like that should be a body, but it's rosemary, right? Because
I make that
I
rosemary
love
oil.
love rosemary. So I love that smell, and I use it on my I use it on my edges. I'll be like, let me
It's a
use
good
it.
growth oil.
Yeah, I use it right here because I know rosemary is really good for hair. So yeah, you
hmm
should definitely consider turning that into like an oil. I don't know what you're gonna call it, but I think it'll do good.
Ask him what he thinks. I want to get a man's opinion too.
Mhm. Yeah, and bring it out for like Black Friday or something. You know how it's so hard to find ID. Like every year, it's like I want to do something different or do something new or try this.
hmm
So around this time or even before this time, I'm always like trying to think the wheels is turning. What can I offer on like the biggest sales season? What can I offer this year on Black Friday?
Yeah, I started doing my end of quarter planning too, and Black Friday was a little bit hard. Like for Christmas, I'm like, okay, I could do this. I can give like an extra butter with here, but I really don't know what I want to do for Black Friday. I do have um a few products in the works that I'm coming out with. Like I have another oil that I've been working on, the Anoint Me oil. So I'm thinking about maybe doing that one for Black Friday and giving out like little small sample sizes for that one. And then I have a smoke blend that I've been working on too. So I'm
Ooh.
like, when do I want to put that in? And your favorite, a yoni steam too. So I'm like, kind of
Mhm.
trying to finesse,
Mhm.
trying to figure that out how I want to do it.
All right, you guys. So, Big Mamas, before I bring Mila back up to the panel, just plug yourself one last time. And if you have any new customer welcome discount codes.
So again, I am Sasha from Big Mama's Remedies, aka Big Mama's Naps. You can follow me on Instagram at Big Mama's Remedies. You can follow my personal page, Big Mama Naps. If you go onto my website and you type in the code word all caps moisture, you'll receive 10% off your first order. And I currently am having a body butter clearance sale. So head up in there, stock up and save. 50% off all butters, getting ready for fall stock. So go ahead, stock up and save.
Hey. All right. Let me stop my screen share. All right. So, ladies, now let's get into the discussion and the conversation at hand here. So, what are some of the challenges that you feel, especially specifically when it comes to being a Black owned business and a Black woman owned business? What obstacles do you think that we face and have?
I think I don't know who's first. I think for me, just basic information was a challenge. Like figuring out, okay, how do I set up my business entity? What business entity should I set up? Should I use my home address? Should I use another address? Like just those little small details about just setting up your business. That was something that I struggled with and something that was like a little bit of a headache for me and wasn't as easily accessible as I feel like it might be for our counterparts.
Mhm. Yeah, so I would agree with that, like the business structure and setting up business, because I feel like some things when you go, like when I went into business, I started as a hobby. I started on Etsy, and I didn't think any like for some reason in my head back then I was selling Yoni Sting first. Like that was my very first ever, my first ever product because I was already doing it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sell this steam, and I'm going to get rich off of selling this Yoni. Like in my head, I thought it was gonna just like boom, right? So I'm on Etsy, I'm selling this Yoni Sting. Some of my first customers was my friends or whatever, and it just was like okay, like this just didn't go like I expected. I'm not rich yet. Like, where is the money? Right. And then I just started like learning from there, learning myself, like business, marketing, figuring stuff out. Google is such a resource. That's why I say use your Googles. Tell everybody Google is free. Like use your Googles because Google's is a resource. But business structure definitely. Like just this year, I was in an accelerator program and we learned all about the importance of a business plan. I never even had a business plan. I never wrote in the detail that must go into one. Live Plan is a great business plan writer. It has all of it in certain like sections for you. So it's easy to write it through Live Plan, by the way. But it took months for me to write a business plan. I never even knew that that was important to have. So structure I agree with. Mhm.
And I agree with y'all both. With me, I guess it's transitioning from as a hobby or something that I made for myself into a business where I'm selling to other people and marketing and advertising and the cost. It does cost. It's not inexpensive at all. And then when you're in different programs, because that's how you and I met, as far as being in other business groups, um, it is, and it is an expense outside of what is shown on Instagram or what's shown on TikTok. It is a lot of money that is going into it. And then we have accountants end of the year and expenses. So it is a lot. It's a lot. Um, yeah.
And the piggyback off of that, I'll say resources and funding because people literally do not know, especially as a Black owned brand, and the importance and why we say we are Black owned, support Black owned, shop Black owned, and why we put emphasis on that is because most times we're funding ourselves. We are funding our own vision. We are funding our own dreams. No one is putting money into our pocket. I know the money is out there, but it's just not as easy for us to grasp that and get a hold of funding as it is for other people. So whenever I say I got it out the mud, I literally built this business on my dollar, like getting paid from work, taking that check, putting it into this business, like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So that's definitely important for people to know that a lot of times we need the support. Like we need you guys to support us because it's a lot that goes into it. Like Mila said, running ads, advertising, marketing is not easy. Yes, a lot of those behind the scenes things.
A lot of us don't have the family backing, right? Or none of us, or a lot of us, I don't say none of us, a lot of us don't have the, I can't go to mom and dad and ask for like, hey, can you invest in this, right? Like you said, a lot of my funding for my business as well came from overtime. Like I had to work and take all of my overtime checks and invest it back into the business. So when you said what we were talking about earlier about like when did you decide to change it from a hobby, and it's like, okay, I'm putting all this money into it, and like when am I going to get the money back for me? Like it's great as it's running, but when is it coming back? A lot of is a lot of business owners of color, we don't get funding, right? We don't know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's been like my mission this year. I just started like educating myself on business credit and the importance of business credit, building that up and establishing that. And now I'm at the point, well, hopefully next year I'll be ready to be able to get funding. But I'm at the point now where I do want to kind of reach out and dabble and see what funding can I get.
I might have be able to help you in this area because that's my goal, or that has been my goal for the summer. So I'm at the point again where I want to grow, right? So I'm like, I need to get funding. So I signed up for I Fund Women of Color, and they provide so many amazing workshops and webinars for free. They also have a lot of grants. They do crowdfunding workshops. So I've been attending a lot of those this summer. I also got a mentor. I have two mentors. One of them works for iFund Women, so it's been like really good having like a little inside to tell me like what to do and stuff. And then another one is New NYC. Score NYC is awesome because he helped me with. I didn't know I needed a business plan either, so I'm just starting to write my business plan as well. But to go back to the funding, I just got a business credit card from PayPal.
Mm.
It or not. I was like trying to go to different places and they were all like rejecting me. Like, and I was like, no, how am I going to grow my business? So it was like, the roller coaster. It was like at the low part of the roller coaster a couple weeks ago because I'm like, damn, I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to get this money. How am I get this money? So I'm on Instagram and I found this page and she was like going through like telling like different business credit cards that you can get without having that much. So I was like, okay, let me just try. So I have a PayPal business account and I've had it since I started my business, I think. So I just signed up and got it immediately. So if you want to try like getting like a starter card, I was like, yes. It was like a good amount too. So I was like, yes, 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 yes. I could start automating things. I was like super happy about that.
I'm gonna look into PayPal. I know I did qualify for Shopify funding, and I did take that so that I could get my inventory in for Black Friday this year. So I ordered a bunch of inventory and stuff for the office that I needed, shelves and stuff like that. But yeah, so I did take advantage of Shopify funding.
Tell me more. What's that?
So it should be in your back office, and they'll tell you if you qualify for a Shopify funding. Usually, they'll send you an email, or they'll tell you in your back office, get up to blah blah blah, or you can get like click on Shopify funding. I'm trying to go to my Shopify now to see, but it'll tell you, and then you just click, and it'll show you the amounts that you qualify for. Because you can get like as little as this amount, or it'll say you can get based on what they see in your business. You can get up to this amount, and it'll show you the breakdown and the percentage of what you have to pay back.
Nice.
And they just take it out your sales, so it's like you don't even have to think about it.
Oh, I like that.
They just take a small percentage out of your sales. So say it's a day and you don't get no sales, then they don't take anything.
Oh.
So that's very helpful. What I want to know, like, because I feel like e-commerce, this is what frustrates me anyways, from what I see. E-commerce is different than brick and mortar stores, or like, I know people who have brick and mortar stores. Y'all obstacles, I'm pretty sure, is a different set of obstacles that aren't my obstacles. And it's like when I'm looking at programs or I'm looking to get certain information, it's almost as if a lot of them aren't catered specifically to an e-commerce brand. Or if I'm going online, because people are always telling me, get grants and look for grants and stuff. And I'm looking, I'm searching, I'm trying to look for grants, but it's like there's not a grant that's specific to e-commerce or even to bath and body products, cosmetics. Like it's not anything out there for our niche.
I agree.
Is what I'll say.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. Or the brands that I've been seeing a lot of it, it's like the expectation is you're making like $50,000 or like $60,000. I'm like, what? I'm not making that much money, so I don't think that I qualify for this. So it's really hard. Especially, it's like, when you're trying to get a job and they want you to have experience. No one will hire you. I feel like that has been my grant or process where it's like I'm trying to get some money. Once they give me any money, because
I can tell you. Listen, I tried to get. I don't know who it was, but I filled out the application because first of all, you guys hopped into my email, like, cause they be scouting, right? And it was like you hopped into my you start harassing me. So I go through the whole process, I fill it out and everything, and I'm like, oh, I'm so hopeful. I hope I get this funding, right? And they sent me a notice back that said I don't have enough money to get money. And it's like, what? Like, if I'm asking you for the, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh man, that's exactly how I felt. Oh my gosh, that's exactly how I felt. Who did that to me? The Citibank?
Mine was the bank. They told me I didn't have enough money to get the money, and I'm like, okay, you know what? All right,
So I'm here. I'm here because I don't have the money. I was hoping you was there.
exactly. I don't know. Oh man. Okay, so what obstacles did you guys face to uh, back home?
I'm losing connection again.
You're a little frozen. I can't hear you.
You're frozen. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now, you guys?
Yes.
Okay, so I wanted to know what are some of the misconceptions that you guys see, or like, yeah, the misconceptions that you guys see when it comes to Black brands or Black business, like the mentality that some people can have when it comes to Black business or Black owned brands.
I think it's connection and support. I think it's out there. You have to really look for it or find those that, that you have that similar interest and energy with. Um, I haven't had a problem just yet of meeting other or connecting with other Black owned brands, but it is that stigma there that we can't get along or we can't support each other. So
Or no, more like on a consumer level, like the misconceptions that people have, the things that they can say, or how they feel because it's like, oh, they're Black owned.
I think a lot of times there's always like a critique about the service, right? It's like of course it wasn't going to be good because it was made by a Black owned company, or like just sometimes I feel like people expect us to go to a million, right? The expectations for Black owned companies are here. Meanwhile, your bar for everybody else is here. And if we make one mistake or we do one thing, it's like, off with their heads. We knew you were anyway, right? And I feel like we get that a lot. So it's like we have to carry this heavy load of like, we have to be the best, we have to be perfect, we have to be proper, best customer service, quality products. And it's like you always have to be top tier. And I think sometimes, our community like needs to relax and be a little bit more forgiving, like chill out and just have grace. Like sometimes we're not giving that empathy and that grace, that connection that we should. It's like, I am you, you are me. Like, why are you against me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel I agree with that. I definitely feel that. Before I had my own business to see how I moved and how I act and what goes into all of it, having a business. Because trust me, you guys out there, we are working hard. Like owning a business is different than clocking in 9 to 5. I work these 8 hours, I go home. Owning a business, you're always working you are always at work. You are always working for
Even at work.
no amount. Yeah, it's like if it was 24 hours that I could be working, I probably would be working 24 hours Monday through Sunday every single day. Like we work hard at building our brand and our business.
I need to
And
grab my charger. I'll be right back.
okay, before starting my business, I would just say like I probably did used to say, Black people don't support Black owned brands. However, I could never say that. I could never say we don't support Black owned brands because all of my customers, 97% of my customers are Black women
Yeah.
that are supporting my brand. So I can definitely say that that's a myth. Knock it out. We support each other. But you do have that mentality. I'm going to call it a mindset, and that mentality where it's just some people just feel like if it's a Black owned business, they already have these set of expectations or these set of things. I'm not going to expect much from them. They Black owned. They have bad business etiquette. I don't feel like, they're going to cuss me out or they're going to catch an attitude or the product is going to be subpar. It's like all these stigmas that already they're going into it with. And I always know those types because this is every once in a blue moon. I'll get one of those types. And I know that they're one of the types because before you even got my product, they're probably emailing me like, I didn't get a tracking number. Where's my tracking number at?
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take to ship? I would
Mm-hmm.
have known that. Like they just want to start something. I don't. And then that's why I know like, okay, they went into it with this mindset. And so now I'm supposed to be bigger, better than Jeff Bezos. I'm supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be like up here and I better make sure I give them this top tier customer satisfaction experience because if I don't, any little thing like Sasha said, any little thing they're going to pick at and this is why like I'm gonna be the reason why this is why I don't so it just sometimes that used to give me anxiety a lot because I know like we always have to have our game face on, we always have to be on point. And one of the things that I love about Sasha is y'all can't nobody say her packaging because your packaging listen, her tissue paper has her stamp on it, okay, it says Big Mama's Nest, okay. And then in the bag, okay, I knew what to expect. I got my gummies. Okay, so first you making sure I'm happy when I open the package. I got my gummies. And she got me I got a little sample with a card. Okay, branding is everything. And then finally I got her card. Packaging is so important. This is
Yeah.
for small business in general. I would say packaging is so, so important because that does set a good example and it does impress the customer if you take time and care into packaging. And when I first started on Etsy, I had a customer that I wish I could find her. She used to always buy stuff from me and then she would critique packaging. Listen, if you want to be like, but she was like this older Black woman, and I think she was like just trying to help me out. If you want to come so if you want to do this, you need to make sure the packaging is like this because that's the first impression. Like she was getting me together in my from then I had that mindset that packaging. So I'm always trying to improve packaging because even if say they get something and by chance something happened to the quality, it was a bad batch. That packaging might be the reason why they double back. So if it's a small brand out there, that's what I'm gonna tell y'all. Work on your packaging.
Yeah, I absolutely love your packaging. I know I reached out to you and said, "Girl, I love your packaging." I felt all like a spa day in a box. I was.
When you used to do I think you still do you still do the playlists?
No, I snapped my plate because you know what we wear as a solopreneur. Okay,
I know it's a lot.
there's so many hats. So it was like at that time I'm doing my business. Then I was like I'm gonna curate a playlist every month, and it's gonna be a new playlist, and I'm gonna send out the playlist. I used to do that on Spotify. I had Honey Lush Natural playlists. I stopped doing the playlist. Maybe I'll bring it back.
Maybe seasonal.
Yeah, yeah, because then I only have to do 4 playlists.
And you could plan it ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
But I love y'all pages. I love y'all. I suck at Instagram and I suck at content creation. If it's one thing that I had money for business, and my one business wish, okay, would be to get someone to just, here you go. You can handle all of that. Because it's not my
I
thing.
wish I had that for advertising. Like advertising, here, please help.
I don't want to do the content creation. Like I actually You have a daughter too. I got my little okay, so I got my little sister, right? Because they like to draw and stuff. So I'm like, okay, girl, I'm just gonna hire you, and you're gonna do all of the content creation. So the last two body butter sale stuff and the stuff in my story, she did those. So
Oh, really?
I can't. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not doing it no more. So I'm just gonna get all of the because they be knowing. They're
Mhm.
like, I'm old now. They're hip. You know all the stuff. So I'm just gonna get all of my like all of the information that I want, and I added her to Trello, and I'm just gonna Google Docs. Here you go.
She
Get
can
my
have it.
yeah.
So now,
She can.
what is Trello?
Trello's like a work space.
Mhm.
It's like do you know Asana?
No, man.
So it's like a where you can work with teams. So I can leave like I have someone that works on my website
Mhm.
and updates it for me. So I leave things like, hey, can you like little notes and little tasks on
Oh,
there.
okay. I
So it's
see.
like a yeah, like a I don't know how to describe it. It's like a board, like a pin board,
Mhm.
and you leave notes and you can add people to your board. It's like a
Mhm.
workspace. I can add files, I can add pictures, links,
Oh, that's
and
cool. Like an online workspace.
yes, 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 yes.
So
So we can
anyone
work
that has
virtually.
access to can log in.
Right, 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 right. So I just add all the stuff that I need for her to do. I set a
Mhm.
deadline. I can make checklist and
Mhm.
she checks off all the stuff. Then she shows me like previews, like, do you like this one? Do you like that one? I approve it, disapprove. And it's awesome. I love it.
Cool. I'm gonna think about getting Trello. That sounds pretty
And then
interesting.
you can also use it for yourself. It doesn't have to be for a team. Like you
Mhm.
can make your own. Like now that you're gonna be at the office, you can
Mhm.
make your list of things to do. Like this week, I'm working on this, and then it sets it out for you. You can make like a little timer. I also like Asana. I like Asana more for my personal stuff. For what
Mhm.
I'm doing, I work on that one with my mentor, and like it's the same thing, but I just like it for my own personal use. But for teams, I like Trello. Same thing.
Okay. Amelia, your videos, I'm sorry, your videos is like her page is so good. And that's what I noticed about Instagram is when you log on to Instagram now, it's like just TikTok. It's like I'm just watching videos.
Yeah.
I hardly see any still pictures anymore. And I think I'm gonna just switch over to doing even if it's an image, I'm gonna put some music on there and just switch over to videos because that's all
Yeah.
I see now. Even on my personal page, it's just a gallery of videos.
Hmm. I feel like Instagram is like, we coming for you, TikTok.
Yeah, like they coming
Yeah,
hard.
through reels.
Thought you could
Reels.
hide, we thought you could look. Mm-mm, we coming
And
for
now they
you.
monetize the reels, so I think that's why it gave incentive for everybody to start doing the reels. Reels,
Oh
reels, reels.
yeah.
Your page, Mila, like you is progressive because you on it. Like them reels, and I love them.
Thank
And like you said, the captions on the
you.
videos
Oh
is
yeah. That's
customers like
definitely
I
getting
like
the
that.
engagement. Because what I've
Mhm.
realized is that I may make a long caption like in the description, but people really aren't reading that. People want to scroll through social media and be entertained. I know I
Mhm.
do. So now I just add like a little caption, get their attention in the picture and the little edit cover photo, and it
Mhm.
works. It works. And then sometimes I take that information from Instagram and then I put it on TikTok. But then
Mhm.
with TikTok, I try to change the trending sounds based on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Mhm.
So I may have the trending sound on Instagram, but when I use that same picture, same video, I put it on TikTok, I have to change the sound up just so it can.
Yeah.
How is the TikTok? I'm having difficulties finding the trending sounds. I find like it's a lot more easy to find the trending sounds on Instagram than it is on TikTok.
I guess it's because y'all know I'll be on TikTok. I be seeing y'all
Yeah.
seeing me on TikTok. But
I love
I
your
think it's
TikTok.
your preferred platform because I find it easier to find. And actually, most of the sounds that are on Instagram was trending first on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like
Ah,
Instagram gets them. But
mm,
I find TikTok a lot easier, probably, but I've been using it longer.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell you how you find. Well, no, because TikTok,
I couldn't
if
tell
you
you.
go like on like the search thing, I think they have like trending. Like if they
They
have
used
a
to. I feel like
that
they
says like
changed
TikTok
it.
trending.
Huh.
Hmm But yeah, next year. I'm definitely gonna try to be more engaging. I just don't get reels. I don't because I be on TikTok
I
too much.
don't either, but they have been real, like I'm getting more engagement, more follows, more questions, more potential customers in my inbox just through reels.
Yeah,
And it's working. So
that's where it's
it's
at. And
good.
Mila, do you know you can market your reels too, right? Do you market a reel?
No, not yet, because it's saying something about because it's on Facebook, but I need to look into that so I can start marketing my reels. Um,
Would you go into like because I know because I be seeing your ads sometimes. I just seen one of your ads on Facebook yesterday. I liked it.
oh,
Um,
oh, cool, thank you.
but in your business manager, do you go in business manager to do your ads? Because
Yeah.
there, when you're setting up the ad, you should be able to see where it says like Instagram reel and then Facebook reel, and then you can advertise reels that way.
Okay, okay, okay. Because
I'll
I was
show
doing
you.
it straight from
I'll show you. I can show
Instagram.
you later.
So I was boosting from Instagram. So it's best to go through Facebook ads manager. Okay, I got you.
Oh, so you can, because I want to start doing that as well. I've been
Mhm.
I've been creating the content like for the fall. I want to really go hard for the last quarter. So I shot my fall pictures and videos, and I want to start creating ads. So I have to go to the Facebook. Okay. So I was gonna do the same thing, Mila, like just boost
Boost.
it from
Yeah,
yeah.
no, Boost don't. I don't think Boost gets you what you need to get out of the boosting. I'm
So
just that from like what I
I
see.
don't think I've ever gotten a sale from a boost. I don't think.
No, like I think you get likes and maybe like some
Yeah,
follows, but you
yeah.
don't get sales from boosting. You
So
have to go through their business manager thing. It's like once you over there,
I have to create the sales funnel from Facebook.
yeah, from Facebook
yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Hmm.
Got it.
Yes, ma'am. So
My
before we
phone
head
keeps.
out,
Sorry.
guys, because I wanted it to be an hour and we're almost at the hour mark, I'm gonna put up the takeaway. So on my little show here, we always do a takeaway, and for this takeaway, I want you guys to give out your business advices to other aspiring entrepreneurs or Black women who want to enter into business.
Do you want to go first, Mila?
Yeah, I'll go first. I say don't give up. If you do have a passion, and you feel as if that it's going to help someone and it's something that you have been investing your time into, don't give up. Put it out there. Don't be just yeah, just don't give up. Because I know I was like, no one's gonna want this soothing balm. No one's gonna want this. But after I started telling my story and being more confident and being able to communicate, what happened to me, and not saying you have to tell all your business, but people want to know. If they're going to invest in something, they're going to want to know. So if you have something that you feel as if it could be of service of someone, don't give up. Make sure you do your research. There are business groups out there. Of course, you may have to fund them and pay for them yourself. A lot of them, they'll give you some free tips, but some, if you want to continue with it, you're going to have to pay for those. But there's a lot of information out there for us. You just got to connect and don't be afraid to reach out.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna piggyback off of what Mila said and just add on that a mentor is important. Having someone that can help you get those resources, can help you just take the weight off your shoulders a little bit because it's a lot. You're wearing a lot of different hats. I will also suggest setting your goals, being very clear with your goals, being very clear with your vision. Even if you don't start with a business plan, have an end goal in mind. Like, where do you want to take this? And I think the last thing I would say is sometimes we can be our biggest critics, and sometimes we can be so hard on ourselves we don't see how amazing we are. So I would say just be gentle with yourself and give yourself grace as you start your journey, whatever that journey may be.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna piggyback off of both of you ladies. and say the same thing, that perseverance is key and do not give up. It's not something that comes overnight. You do have to plant your seeds. And as we know, after you plant your seeds, it takes a while to see the flower or the plant bloom and grow. So keep working at it. And something that Sasha said a lot earlier is don't be so discouraged and try not to focus so much on what other brands or other businesses are doing and trying to like do the comparison thing, because that's going to, you're going to kill yourself doing that. Do what makes sense for you and for your brand and for your vision and your business. And please start off with a business plan first, because when it comes to doing what is for your business and best for you, that business plan is going to keep you on track, because you can always refer back to it to put yourself back to where you need to be. So, yeah, this was a good conversation. I'm so happy that I had
Yeah.
you guys up here. And please go and support these ladies. Their links will be down in the description below after this show. And I will see you guys on another